This is top 4 of the Tournament Mirror Match Tournament.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Let's analyze this. Field spell, add Rhinoheart. We have DD Crow to stop a fusion play here. Sharon, discard the Merly, not the Rhino. We're going to be activating the Merly to fuse with the Rhino in the hand, making our Kid Kalos. Did not DD Crow. We did have a way to stop it. Very interesting. Searching for any tier limit, grabbing a Merly so we could summon the Merly, mill 8. Now, DD Crow does not stop you from milling 8. You're still gonna mill. All right, all right. We are playing the Crystal Beast combo. Interesting. Scream, Rhino Heart. Rhino Heart's gonna special summon, then send a tier limit from the deck to the graveyard. We can negate that tier limit negates by DD Crowing. It's not really a negate, but it does fizzle the effect. Sullik searching. Okay. And we are sending. Havnis. This could be a good DD Crow. Just like that. There you go. Stop the Rukalos. Rukalos no more. Now, Dweller or Elf could be good. He has not used up, so Dwelf and both. Dwelf. All right, how do we beat Dwelf? To beat Dwelf, can't even super poly this field. Detaching, no way to stop it. Untargetable, if we had impermanence, no good. Instant fusion into our Kid Kalos, that's gonna summon Merly. Called by the Grave onto the Merly. A lot of people have dropped Called by the Grave. Mudora, what? No, I don't agree with that. You lose a shuffler, you would want to shuffle, cancel out their play like a DD Crow. I don't know about that, man. What? What? All right, you just really didn't want Merly to get fingered, I guess. Okay. Royal Kid Kalos. Damn. It's only super rare. You could just craft it. Let's go, craft it. Keep crafting until you get it. That's a huge negate. Huge negate. Imperm, Veiler, Moonlit Chill, Sulliek on Kid Kalos. You're negating them from searching. You're negating them from having a good way to send to the graveyard to mill. You're negating them from special summoning a monster on the field. You're under Dweller, so you don't mill 5 anyway. Mill 3, you're under Dweller, can't Kelbeck. We do have a shuffler, though. Guess he didn't want Merly negated for 2 turns, and he gave up his only shuffler to protect the Merly, though. Wow, just like that. Making Dweller turn 1 wins. What can I say? Good job, Brukarin. Gia, who's the other top 4 duelist? Do we have one? If you have Droplet, you could wait for them to activate the Abyss Dweller first, then you chain Droplet. You could, I'll tell you the ultimate counter to the Abyss Dweller. There's a counter for this counter, but no one's gonna counter the counter. And to counter, I'm ready to do. It is cherries. Straight up, banish their wait, what is even the counter? I guess it, yeah, they need like Call by the Grave. Cherries banish Dweller from their extra deck. That's it. That's it. If they have a monster on the field, and you don't, because they're going first, banish their Dweller, and then you win the mirror match. Or, you know, you could banish Kid Kalos also. And cherries is not a joke. It is real. It is really ultra rare. And there are tournament-topping Japanese decks that were main decking 3 cherries. Not even like 1 tech, just 3. Now, cherries got better because people were playing Fenrir. Gotta spell it correctly. So what's good with Fenrir is level 3 tuners, because you special summon this for free, then you could normal summon any level 3 tuner to then make a Baron to floor. So that's just extra bonus on top of the cherries being cherrying. We're going into Dark End the turn? I've never... What happened? Where was I? Why didn't you send... What? You sent Diviner instead of Havness. I think that's what went wrong here. Yeah, that's what went wrong. You had Havness. Your Scream's dead. You can't scream. You will be screaming after this. What was that, Gia? He said he misclicked. You misclicked Diviner. Yeah, you know, that sucks. But is unfortunate. So he is saying he misclicked. We are... The thing is, even though we have a crappy Dark on the field, which actually has an additional effect, we'll talk about when it happens, we got Shufflers on the grave. You can't just look at the fields. The graveyard is where the best counters are. Where he's got both Shufflers. He could completely stop them. Nico Main King. I don't like it because they're still going to fuse in the end phase. So in the end phase, they're going to summon a Rukalos anyway. Or a Dragostapelia. But if it catches them off guard, it's going to be funny. If you play against me, in most cases, I'm going to be making, you know, most people are going to get used to this. I think Nico Main King right now is like a 6 out of 10, but next week it's going to be like a 4 out of 10 because people will be making Dweller more to counter it. Or if this were to even become popular, you would start setting your Sulliek before milling your opponent in case you're then going to think, what if they had Nico Main King? Well, I'll have a set Sulliek. I will still fuse into Rukalos. I'll have Rukalos, Sulliek. Your Main King's not going to do much. Yes. After this will be a tournament where everything is allowed. But I'm going to be clapping on the ladder. You had a Shuffler, but we're going to use the DD Crow instead. Stop the fusion with DD Crow. All right. Triple Crow. Double Keldo. Triple Mudora. We're going to Calbeck spin back the Kit Kalos. Pretty good. Ah, yes. Elf Special Maxi, my favorite. Make the Maxi untargetable also. Do not want it to be targeted by any card effects. Havness is going to be chaining to that Merly. Mill 3. This is going to be big. This is going to be big. This Mill 3 is happening right now. Thank you, Cat Stay Moo. Cat Say Moo, appreciate you. We got a Guido. We got a Guido. We can Mill 5 for both players. Are we actually heart beating? We're grabbing the Sulliek in the graveyard. All right. We heart beaten. We're not a Guido milling 5 for both players. He is. He actually is. No freaking way. Let's go. It's happening. It is happening. We milled a Sharon. We milled ourselves a Shuffler so we could stop any fusion summon attempts. We now have a Havness that could be activated to fuse. We have we do have a Shuffler since we use the DD Crow instead of the Shuffler, so we could stop their fusion play if they perform one. Now this is the opponent's graveyard. We have Mudora for this Havness fusion play. We both got Shufflers. We're good. I stop you, you stop me. We're spinning. We're stopping the fusions. So if you were to Necro Valley me, I have Diviner that could send Entis, pop Necro Valley. I could King of the Swamp, search, Polymerization, Chimera, pop the Necro Valley. I could be making a rank 4 Exceed into a Zeus play. So if you can't target my Baguska, I could go into Zeus. But if you have a targeting negate for the Zeus, that will work. It's not going to be 4 material. Is Runic more viable now with the consistent banishing? I think it's less viable because there's more likely to be an Ishizu card in the graveyard that's going to stop your field spell from resolving. And you just lost all of the floodgates. They all dropped down to 1. And your field spell now got semi-limited. Your tip is now at 2. I forgot. I need to you all need to disenchant your field spell and your tip. Yeah, the tip went to 2. That's extra crafting material. Who forgot? All right. Back into the deck we go. Let's resolve that Sulliek. Send to negate. Mudora gets spinning back, stopping all the fusions. Now soon, Tearlament's going to get even better when they get a new fusion. You thought Dark World was getting a new fusion? This is Grapha, Dragon Overlord of Tearlaments. Tearlament uses this. We actually are resolving our Salvation, add in our Field Spell, add in the Crystal Beast. Let's go, let's go. Turn 1 Defissure counters Tear. I know a lot of people are looking for one card that says you auto win. There really isn't going to be that one card. You're going to have a combination of cards. Like a Defissure in a Rivalry of Warlords would really suck. Sprint's also coming. You thought it was Sprite Sprint, it's Tearlament Sprint. What does Tear do into D-Shifter? They make Baguska. Baguska pass. You have the Ashizu special summon. You have the Sharon special summon. You have normal summon any level 4. Instant Fusion also isn't just make kick Kalos. Instant Fusion could be level 4 Mood Dragon for a rank 4. Goddess is kind of generic. The Diviner adds, you have to play Entis and Baron to floor with Diviner. 2 ultra rares on top of an ultra rare. Mech Knight Avramax. Think about how you could counter this. Think about it. You can attack into it with a non-special summon monster that could be bigger because you're reducing it with Scream and boosting it with your field spell, which is only limited to 1 now, and then a potential additional boost with a Dweller. Or you really just don't have an out besides the Goddess. If you can't attack over it with a super boosted normal summon monster, I mean, think about it. Sharon would be 2,300 with field spell plus Scream reducing to 25. It's still not big enough. You need Dweller on top of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, okay, that's going to be a 1,000 attack difference. But if we trigger our Scream counters your Scream, and then what are you going to do? So you have to Zeus. And to make Zeus, it's incredibly difficult because you can't attack into the other monsters. You have to attack into Avramax. That's his effect. So if you attack into Avramax, your Exceed dies. So you have to make another Exceed. How are you going to make 2 Exceeds in 1 turn? Probably not going to be able to. It's going to be a bit difficult. Avramax, boost! Can't attack into other monsters, gets boosted when attacking into a special summon, cannot be targeted by card effects. Avramax winning the mirror match. That's what you should write down here. That Avramax won it. Good job. Everything was valid for this tournament. You could play Flandres, you could play Branded Despia. There was no restriction on what to play. You could play anything. Top 4 was tier. Quadra tier. Let's go. Is Shadow viable tier? Yes. You could put in Squamata and a Shadow Beast, make a Winda. It's pretty good. And I do expect some people to play it tomorrow. So what the hell happened here? We have Sulliek, which is dead. We have Crime. This is also dead. You have to control a Tearlament monster. So this is dead. Completely dead. And to make his dead turn even better, he got cherried. He banishes Kick Kalos. In case you have a way to be undead, you're still dead. All right. Now, Crime actually, you could target your banished Kit Kalos and return it back to your hand. So that the Crime could recycle it. Now, Mudora on the field could actually stop plays. It is a disruptor. He doesn't have absolutely nothing. He's got kind of something. So very good. Making sure he's just showing him Sulliek. Wow, you have a Sulliek. Good job. All right, we're going to send a Merly from the deck to the graveyard. Merly, activate, get Fusion. Fusion with the hand. Did not have optimal mills here. Kid Cow. I could use Kid Cow. You can't. Yours is banished. Grabbing the Merly so we could special summon it. Making the Dweller so now we could safely trigger the Agido. Terramare is playing a perfect turn. Beautiful. Dweller, then Agido, mill 5. Can't activate Sharon, can't activate Scream, can't activate Agido. Don't worry, if you wanted to mill, I'll mill again. Kelbeck, mill 5, add a Sulliek. We should just win this turn. We should. Kid Cal, send itself, summon the Merly, mill 8. Let's get Fusion. Let's get Fusion. Surely we have the other fusions here, right? Are you kidding me? You have 12 cards left in your deck, and you could only summon a Kit Kalos? What the hell was that, man? What? Did you mill a Rhino and did not trigger it? I get, you know, yeah, you don't want to lose your Sulliek. Wow. Wow. Where are your Tearlaments? Look at his grave. Okay, we didn't trigger that Sharon. It was part of the Dweller. Oh, gosh. Unbelievable. That's wild. Almost milled like 30 cards. Tornado Dragon? Yes! Are you going to make it a Zeus now? Tornado Dragon into Zeus, or just keep Tornado Dragon? Tornado Dragon can negate the Sulliek, so you can wait for them to activate or just pop it before they summon a monster, but then they get to search a monster. Maybe you should be careful on that. Mudora before ending the turn. Yeah, shuffle up their Shuffler's back before you end your turn. You very much want to do that. Wow. This is like the worst case scenario field, by the way, after what he did. Tornado popping the Sulliek, which could grab a Sharon, which is not going to grab anything because it can't activate in the graveyard because of the Dweller. Elf is going to reborn the Merly, mill 3. And surely, we're going to trigger a Tearlament. Surely. Mill 3. Did not. Now he did. Okay, now they're at the bottom of 4 cards left in the deck. They're all Tearlaments. Now we are gonna get Fusion. This is his second Fusion summon out of the entire duel, and he had to do it with 4 cards in the deck. That's insane. Rikalos, Kaleido, spin back the Snow, and now it's time for the grand finale. Shuffle Redoer, detach Sharon, use. All right, Dark. Stealing the Kit Kalos. Yoink. Wait a second. This says if special summoned, not if fusion summoned. You gotta be kidding me. Ban this card. What? That's ridiculous. Konami did not try at all to balance Tearlaments. That is game. Terramare had multiple games, multiple game-winning plays. Just like that, a Kit Cal should never really even be in the graveyard to summon off of Dark. This was the first and last time you'll ever see that. Lethal damage. Damn. We had the mirror match tournament if you want the best way to play Tearlament. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. Standard ways to play it.